Welcome back to the Potential Difference Research Lab. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how energy can be created and why electromagnetic field energy is a source of energy which is created around a current bearing wire. And so what we're going to be doing in this demonstration is we're going to use the electromagnetic field that's created around the RegenX generator coil to increase the kinetic energy of the system. We're going to use the electromagnetic field energy to perform positive work in order to increase the kinetic energy of the system, and you'll be able to see the kinetic energy of the system increase. So the electromagnetic field energy that's created around the RegenX generator coil will perform positive work. It will increase the kinetic energy of the system when the coil is operated above the critical minimum frequency of operation, and then below the critical minimum frequency of operation, the electromagnetic field energy which is created will perform negative work, and it will decelerate the system when operated below the critical minimum frequency of the coil. The work energy principle states that the change in kinetic energy of an object or system is equal to the net work done on that system, and energy is the currency required to perform work in any direction. Positive work is system acceleration, and negative work, positive work is system acceleration and kinetic energy increase, and negative work is system deceleration and kinetic energy reduction. What we'll also be demonstrating is that when the RegenX generator coil, we're going to be charging a battery. So here's our battery voltage, and then we'll be able to see the current that we're sending to the battery. And what I'll do is we'll see a kinetic energy increase when we're operating above the critical minimum frequency of the coil. We'll see a kinetic energy increase. We'll see positive work being performed while we are recharging the EV's batteries. And then we'll see even more positive work being performed when we short out the coil. So the higher the magnitude of current that flows in the coil, the stronger the magnetic field, and the greater the increase in kinetic energy. When you add a battery to the circuit between the coil and itself, you increase the resistance, and you reduce the current that's flowing, and the positive work performed by the electromagnetic field energy is reduced. The magnitude of kinetic energy increase or decrease, the magnitude of the work performed, positive or negative, is a function of the magnitude of the current that's flowing in the coil. And if the current is decreased, the magnitude of work performed will also be decreased. So let's fire up the system, and again, it's pretty loud, so hopefully we'll catch everything. System is at rotational equilibrium. The mechanical power in the drive shaft is 0 watts, and we're at steady state speed on no load. And I'm going to put it into regenerative acceleration mode. So we'll begin to charge the battery and accelerate the system. We'll be using the magnetic field energy to perform positive work, and then I'll short out the coil, and we'll see the difference without the battery in place. System kinetic energy increase that we were able to achieve with the electromagnetic field energy that's created around the regenerative coil. And now we're going to perform negative work at the same magnetic field energy, and we're just going to be operating the coil below the critical minimum frequency. performs the electromagnetic field energy that's created around the RegenX generator coil, performs positive work, creates a complementary electromagnetic torque, which accelerates the system and increases the kinetic energy of the system. And according to the work energy principle, which states that any kinetic energy increase requires a source of energy. This identifies the electromagnetic field energy as a source of energy that's created. And above the critical minimum frequency of operation, we achieve system acceleration and positive work being performed. And then below the critical minimum frequency, the same magnetic field energy performs negative work, reduces the kinetic energy of the system, creates a counter electromagnetic torque, which exists in all electric generators, and also above the critical minimum frequency of operation, the generator operates at infinite efficiency when it's recharging the battery, meaning that the prime mover does not need to supply any additional power to the drive shaft, which goes to the generator. And below the critical minimum frequency, the generator operates at below 100% efficiency, which means that when the generator delivers power to the load, the prime mover input increases and the prime mover delivers additional mechanical power in the generator's drive shaft. So the next video actually will be the RegenX coil equivalent circuit and what happens as the coil transitions from below the minimum frequency of operation to above. And that's the next video that's coming up next. So thanks, and stay tuned. Cheers.